Well, good morning. Goodness sakes. Mary's not going to be with us this morning. More's the pity. She may be able to stop in. She got to go to work today. Work. Goodness sakes. Well, I'm back. I've had a rough couple of weeks. Resolved this last weekend with my brother who took pity upon me and piled me in his car. He called me Thursday night last week and said, I'm going down to the cabin. Well, the cabin is in the Shenandoah Valley, about a 6-hour drive due south. It's a piece of property. I'm going to show you some pictures. It's a piece of property that is owned by his brother-in-law, Jerry. Absolutely fascinating story. Let's see. Let me show you. I can do a couple of pictures here. I think. Let's see. Let's do this one. This is the the main the main cabin. It's about 4,000 square feet. Pretty big. I did not get pictures inside. I wish I would have. The four posts, the four corners are 36-inch tree trunks. Yay, big around tree trunks. And the main beam across the house is another trunk that is about 25, 30 feet long that runs from about the middle of the house all the way over to one end. It's a remarkable building. Here at the end is a porch. Now, I will go back. Probably next spring, I'll be able to get back there. And when I do, I want to get on the porch and interview the owner, Jerry, overlooking this property. Let me give you an idea. Now, this is the there are two large ponds sitting in front of the main cabin with some mountain with hills in the background. This property is about 25,000 acres. It's more than the entire mountain that it sits on. It has been the labor of love of Jerry for 50 years. Watch this. This is pretty cool. The first morning I went out and I saw, see them? Two otters. Now there's a third one. There's a baby following them. It's two adults and a baby. I don't think I saw the baby, but I don't have it on camera. So these are otters, and this is right in front. Let's see if I got a picture of the creek. Ooh. Huh. Yeah. This is up on the side of the mountain. There are about 100 feet of roads on the 100 miles of road that Jerry, the owner, installed on the property. Let's see. Where? I'm not getting the pictures I want. I have trouble figuring this out. Okay. All right. I think we can do it. Here we go. 19. This is, my brother has a little cottage way up in the mountains on this property. and it overlooks this creek. And I was able to actually catch some darters and bring them back alive. I've got them in my tanks. We're going to try a little later to get my camera, my phone working so I can show you the darters. Where is this? Let's see. I don't think I have any sound to this. Might. Doesn't seem to. There we go. Just stunningly beautiful creek. I caught a trout, one trout, and my brother and I ate the trout. It was quite nice. Beautiful creek. Now, there's something else I wanted to show you. If I can figure out how to get to it. I can't figure out how to get to anything. I'm going on the list of pictures at the bottom here that are coming up, and it's really not allowing me to get to the full list, and I don't know why that is. I don't know how to use this very well, and now it doesn't want to come up. Really, where in the world that is.
That's cool.
I don't know what this is. It looks like Catawba Zoo. Must be. I don't know how that got in here.
Did I see a pregnant meerkat?
Probably, yeah.
Goodness. This just pulls things up. Willy-nilly. How in the world? Or how to get that. Oh, here we go. Let's see. There's a picture, if I can find it, a little clip of some deer. See if I can find it. This is overlooking. Yeah. This was in the evening driving up. Driving up the mountain. There's the main cottage. Well, I did have a picture of some deer. That's the otter.
He's a really young buck. Mom says, come on.
That's my brother's voice. Brother is 2 years younger. He's going to turn 80 in October. We're having a big family birthday party for him. Not scared, are they?
No, nothing to scare them.
Yeah.
Right now, they're cheap.
Well. Oh well. That's probably the best I can do. I'll try to put together a montage for that. Let me see if I can. Let's see. I'll tell you what. Let's see who's here. EJ is here. Hello, EJ. Who else is here? Mary. Thank you, Mary, for the super chat. Granwood. Hi, Granwood. Somewhere up a creek, comedy fishing. Goodness sakes. Let's see if I can get. Where do I want to go? I want to go to my channel. Right there. All right, top chat, live chat. Okay, chick of the sea. Chick of the sea. It was very peaceful. It was not only peaceful, it was rigorous. I found myself day one up and down those rocks. And there's some big boulders in there. So I was climbing over boulders and walking down to the water on these huge rocks. So I got quite the workout. My stomach muscles were hurting, which is a pretty good sign that I was using them. Let's see, Grenwood. Atkins is here. Good morning, Atkins. Craig Doniger, first class fish. Dane at Duckweed Elbows. Somewhere Upper Creek Comedy. Let's see if we can get you a wrench. Yes, indeed. Comedy fishing. I'll have to check out that. Let's see, maybe can I do that? No. No, I can't. Craig Doniger, Craig's Catfish Cave. Very peaceful. And at the same time, requiring a good deal of strength and balance to be able to get around. This is a 25,000 acre estate. I'm going to tell you some of the story, but I'm hoping that at some point I'll be able to interview Jerry. Might be able to do it next month. He and his wife Louise, that's my sister-in-law's sister, are going to try to make it to the birthday party. My brother's birthday party. Let's see, Fanatical. Hey, Fanatical. Chicken of the Sea. EJ, Fanatical, CJ, who else? Craig, Mary Paige. First class fish, Bass Queen. Hello, Bass Queen. Happy to see you. Patty Childs. It was just astounding. Patty, just an amazing place. Scott Stankovich. Good morning, Scott. Okay. Thank you, Bass Queen. Missed you all as well. Let's see now what I wanted to try to do. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to try to get on my phone. I can do this. And see if I can get some pictures. Got a shot of, let's see. Entering a studio. Mic working. Enter. Okay. Now, host. See if I can get rid of the feedback. All right. Right there. There are 7 in here. That's a darter. They're hiding in the grass. Well, you can't hurt you. Not against your leg. All right. Well, such as it is. Craig is saying he's got a free tank and wants to get something new but doesn't know what it is. Something he hadn't had before. And Mary's saying, Craig, you ever had a saltwater tank? Failed hard. Well, we got the fix for that too. If you set up your saltwater tank exactly the same way we set up the freshwater tanks, the difference is you want to get material from the ocean, if that's at all possible, or from a bay. In other words, you want to get saltwater, live sand, and water, and as much rock as you can gather, and set the tank up natural with 100% natural product. If you'll do that and do about a 6-inch substrate in it, you'll be able to maintain that tank indefinitely with little or no trouble. It'll maintain itself. And all you really need is a couple of circulating pumps at each end of the tank shooting water like this that creates a turbidity that alleviates the possibility of dead spaces. That's the critical thing in saltwater, is to not have a dead space. And the best way to do that is with two water pumps that are shooting against each other, and that creates a turmoil in the water that reaches every corner of the tank. Fishing Tactics. Hello, Fishing Tactics. Nice to see you. Google sucks. I'm with you. Road trip. Let's see. Add moderator. We got you blue. Google sucks. Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike, how come you're not wrenched up? Also, T-Barbs for T-Bones. Hello, T-Barbs. Nice to have you with us. And you are moderator, but you're not showing up. Don't know why that is. Huh. Oh, that's 3G. I'm sorry. Right. Where was T-Barbs? Wet Socks is here, the Nano Aquarium guy. Oh, EJ. Anybody who wants to support Father Fish with getting a boat, send donations to his PayPal, Father Fish Aquarium, Lou Foxwell, one put boat in the message. Yeah, I need to get a boat by next spring so I can get out. I've discovered that I can't get to any of the places I want to get to without a boat. There's no way to drive to the kind of bodies of water I need to be at. The only way to get to them is in a boat. So what I'm looking for is about a 16-foot John boat, flat bottom, preferably with a small motor, like a 2 horsepower. Something I can put on a trailer and tow behind my van. So all of that, we'll see. That's a long road between here and there, but if I can get it together and be able to do that by the spring, we should be able to get out into some of the grass flats and some of the marshlands here on the eastern shore and be able to get a lot of cool stuff. There is a lot of cool stuff out here, just a matter of being able to get to it. Thank you, AJ, for that. Let's see. What else is here? Right, Bass Queen says some of the places we fish have a lot of loose rock that'll give you muscles. That's the truth. It was a real workout. I spent probably an hour or two up and down the creek, getting down to the creek, and then moving along the creek. So by the next, that was what, Saturday? Or we got in late Friday, Saturday. By Sunday, I was really worn, but I got back anyway, and I was able to catch. I caught the fish in minnow trap and left them in there. Caught them day one, and left them in the trap in the water until I left Monday. And then we put about 6 or 7 gallons of water in a trash can and put the fish in that. There were about a dozen and a half, I guess, 14, 15 or so. So we got them back and got them in the tanks. What's interesting to me is these are fish that have never been around plant life. They've been in fast-flowing water. Their entire lives, fast-flowing water. So now they're in water that is not flowing at all, and they're in among plants, and it has dramatically impacted their behavior. Their behavior is radically different than it was in the creek. In the creek, they're called darters because they dart. They're not darting in here. They're able to move very easily into in among the plants to be able to hide, and so they're not trying to dart out of the way, not trying to dart out of trouble. They simply swim a little bit, get into the plants, and then hide. So even though they've never been around that kind of environment, they adjusted to it instantly. I mean, just instantly. It was as though they had been around plants all their lives. I found that absolutely remarkable, fascinating that they should find it so easy to adapt to a radically unique environment. See what else is going on here. Let me get to the bottom of it. All right, fanaticals. Once I get the vote, we do Father Fish Experience Days with tours and collecting. That's really the plan, to be able to get out in the boat. I am determined to get this GoPro working and to be able to mount it somewhere. I have all the stuff to be able to do that. I just need to figure out how to use it and then how to get it onto my computer from the camera. Once I get all that worked out, I should be able to routinely uh, monitor what I'm doing, like on the boat or in the creek or whatever. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. Bass Queen says some boats don't need a license with low power and small size. I'll have to check on that. I don't know what's required in Maryland. DJ ended up separating the leeches because it didn't want them to compete with the blackworms for food. Fed all them to the larger fish. Well, that's good. That's good. Fish just be fishing 3G. Let's see. Right, I need to be in the water. If I can find the right kind of place, it'll be remarkable. Because we'll be able to catch soft crabs, hard crabs, toadfish, all kinds of seahorse, maybe seahorses, pipefish, sticklebacks, killies, shiners. There are so many neat little animals in the lower bay. But I gotta find a grass flat and gotta be able to get to it. And so far, I have not been able to. Oof. Yeah, I think I did post the link, didn't I? Let me do it again. Bacteria on the water surface? No. Seahorse nuts. Or am I doing with internet? What is this? Seahorse nuts. No idea what you're talking about. Bacteria on the water surface. Let's see if we can find this. EJ. Leeches. Golden top minnow ate the leeches. Your golden tops are getting really pretty. This is 3G. Hi there, 3G. Hello.
Hey, Father Fish.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good
I don't know if
morning.
you can see this tank.
Yes.
This is my Tiger Barb for T-Bones tank.
Oh, how nice.
I just set it up this weekend.
How nice.
And I got some green barbs, some albino ones, some regular Tiger Barbs. There's some long fin Variatus platy in there because he liked platies too.
Yes, he did. He did love the they are so nice. That's neat.
I put that in the chat, T-Barbs for T-Bones.
I saw that.
Yeah, and you was wondering who T-Barbs was.
Well, I thought
it's kind of
his partner.
Yeah, and on the metalheads, they're doing a deal in honor of T-Bones where people, you can take pictures of T-Barbs you have or video and send to them, or even go to your local fish shop and get video. And they're going to do a video on it, and I knew you would enjoy it.
Oh, that's nice. Who's doing that?
The metalheads.
Metalheads. Okay.
The metalheads. Miss Jess and Josh. And
can you post a link for their channel?
I'm on my phone at the moment doing this. When I get off, I can.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm fixing to have to head into work anyway, so I can't stay up very long. But I do have some Odessa barbs in there. Those are beautiful.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Yeah.
But anyhow, that's the only reason I popped up.
Well, thank you, 3G, very much. And
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for the heads up on the T-Bone video. With we'll need to get in on that. That'll be fun. I'm sure I can come up with some video.
Yeah, they're doing it. They want you can go to Fish Fam link and go to their link, I guess, and send any videos or images you want to them, and they're going to compile them into a deal for a video for him. And they're supposed to be doing it. They want them all in by the 19th, if I remember right.
Okay.
So if anybody's interested or already had Tiger Barbs. And
right.
All right, I gotta go. Thanks for having me up.
You bet. Thanks for coming up.
All righty.
Bye-bye. That'll be fun. I'll need to try to find some video. I'm sure I've got some video of nice. T-Bone. Some video of T-Bone. Snake Plissken. Hello, Snake. Good to see you. Atkins. Daniken. Hello, Daniken. Cross streaming. Oh, that's funny. Chicken in the Sea. Would Apologetic and Crispus do well? And a 29er would be too deep and far away. Not at all. Not at all. It does. In fact, it'll fill the tank. If you've got a really good loamy substrate that provides a lot of nutrition. The root system on the Eponogetans depends on being in essentially mud, and with that, or a lot of humus, a lot of rotted leaf material. In other words, it'll completely fill the tank. I did one years ago, many years ago. It was a Christmas in a 29, and I loaded it with oak leaves and put the bulb in, and within a month or two, the tank was completely filled with this plant. It was glorious, just amazing. Let's see what else is here. ADHD. Good morning, good morning. Snake Plissken, love my Tetra tank. Need more Pristillas and neons and Colombian with lamp eyes. EJ, I'm not finding the comment you made. If you want to repeat that. Oh, she's here. Hi.
Hi, I'm at work.
Oh, this is your work bowl. How nice.
Yeah, I set it up and I let it just before the Labor Day weekend. So obviously I had 4 days to kind of like settle. I left the light on 24/7. And I don't think I have enough plants. I brought some more, but I'll probably keep filling it more with plants. But I had a question about the top of the rim. I don't know if you can see it really well, but do you kind of see the streaks? And I've had this before, but I wanted to take this opportunity to ask it. My understanding, it's like a little bit of bacteria. It's sort of like a sheen. And I know it's probably because it's still trying to get balanced, but what would you suggest? It's very little, and I'm going to be stuffing it more with plants, but you've run across this.
Yeah, it's probably algae. It's probably not bacteria.
Algae?
Yeah. I've had it more commonly as algae.
Like an oil, it looks like an oil slick.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So would you say that's a pretty ringtone. Would you?
What I would do is nothing. I wouldn't do anything. Just don't worry about it. If it gets thick, just drape a wet paper towel across it in order to absorb it. That'll get rid of it.
Okay. And I'll probably stuff some more plants in there to, discourage the algae. Not probably, I am. I just stuffed a lot and I looked at it and I was like, I need more. There's never enough plants. But this is what it looks like, a whole.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah. It's just getting stages of gray rock this time.
Right.
And the white stuff is the white sand. But I'm going to put some more Anubias in there. And you see the pearl weed, it's going to soak up a lot of the fast growing.
Yeah.
And then there's some taller ones in the back, and then there's some sticks sticking out. But I thought there's actually one little bladder snail that made it, and that's fine. I know there's more. I'm probably going to put a couple of snails in there, probably a horned nearite snail, and then start putting in shrimp pretty soon. But yeah. I've got a ton of baby fish. Oh, Craig is saying that I can skim it out with a cup. Might try that too.
You can do that. Yeah, just put the edge bare. Put the bottom of the cup down in the water. with the edge right at the edge of the water, and it'll skim it right out.
Okay.
That worked real well. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty proud of how it's turning out. Like I said, I always believe there's never enough plants.
Right. Right.
And I'll get more eventually, but this is the starter bowl. I put a little bit. This is the how much I have in terms of sand. You know, some of it. I basically put the entire little 8-pound bag in there, and then I put like just a skimming of dirt and
Good.
and
Yeah.
peat, just a very thin layer, and then a couple of things of Osmocote, like just a very small one, because I feel that's going to benefit it long term. But
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Well, that's
so
perfect. That's perfect.
mhm,
Yeah, if you're real kind of gentle with that, you can do it. In a
mhm,
bowl, you want some dirt, but a very tiny amount, in measured by the tablespoon.
yeah, it was literally about not much more than that. So
Yeah, that's
uh,
great.
yeah, I'm really excited about this. And also, my coworkers have been checking on it and wanting to see, and they're excited.
Right, right.
And I've been, based on, some of the things I've learned from you, I've been keeping the light on 24/7 until I can feel better about the plants getting established.
Yeah, that's interesting. I,
At
I,
some point, I'll put on a timer.
well, the tanks that I was just showing, when I set them up with new plants, I left the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
I found that in one tank, I turned the lights off because it was close to the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I got algae in that tank.
Oh, in
No
the where you
algae.
turn the lights off?
Yeah, no algae in any of the other tanks.
But
Only in that one.
only in the one where you turn the lights off.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Off and on.
Off and on. Yeah. But yeah, well, my son tends to do that too. He has a tank in his room. It's his personal fish, and sometimes he turns the light off, even though it's on like a 24-hour timer, and he turns the light off because the time he wants to go to bed earlier. So, and that's fine. You just turn it on in the mornings, reset the timer. But I made this. This is a dead azalea bush, and then I glued it to the rocks. You can kind of see the intricate way in which I
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
molded it together,
yeah, yeah.
and just like it was like some gray slate rocks that somebody gave me. I don't remember, but and then I actually took a hammer and cut and like you know beat up some so I could have some smaller all around it. But the only problem is that I um, I don't want the plants to get in the way of showing off this beautiful detail that I have of the hardscape.
Right.
Hmm. So
Nice.
I'm trying to move I'm going to have to cut the plants in the front, the pearlweed in the front, just to keep at least the front low. And yeah, um, I'm excited. I'll probably put blue dream shrimp in there and one of my male pygmy sunfish. That's the
Oh,
future
cool.
home. Yeah.
You,
So it'll be blues in there, kind of like blue.
now you said you found some baby, also a baby pygmy sunfish.
Yeah, I have about at least 10 of them.
Right.
Yeah, I have at least 10 of them. I cleaned out the 75 because I just needed to redo it and put more sand in. And I had some beautiful hardscape in there that just needs to be shown off more. I'm kind of on a hardscape kick. So, anyways, hopefully I'll get it done before Saturday so that most of everybody can see what I've been doing so far with it. But it was getting so crowded in there with the plants. And the reality is I had a lot of pearlweed in there and it wasn't working out. in a large 75 gallon, the pearl weed was kind of getting uprooted all the time, and it wasn't working. I think the pearl weed needs to go for smaller tanks. I'm going to put in a different type of carpet on the front, I think, for the 75. But
Right.
yeah, and I mean, there were so many plants in there. I didn't realize I had a lot of Sagittarius in really small little, if you can see, like these tiny little, like, what do you call those? This, like the one looks like grass, but it's really tiny. Do you see
I'm
that?
not- Yeah,
Hold on.
I see it.
Yeah, let me find it in here. I brought some more.
Oh, it's a pygmy sword, dwarf sword.
Yeah. So even has a runner.
Yeah, it's a dwarf sword.
Yeah.
Nice plant. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of that along with regular Sagittarius and smaller Vallisneria, and it wasn't getting a lot of. I wasn't really able to see it and enjoy it because there's just so much else going on in that tank. So my husband already said he misses the old 75-gallon look, but it was time. You know, the plants are kind of out of control. I needed to rescape it. So, and I didn't have to rescape the soil. I just started putting very carefully sand on top of it. And then as I'm doing that, I'm finding a bunch of shrimp babies and baby Elisoma. And
Right.
yeah, it was because I was doing it very gently. So all of a sudden, the black humus that was on the sand kind of just like it became lighter. And then the fish, and I'm doing it gently so that the fish are like moving out towards the lighter area. And I was able to catch them with my net. So
Nice.
yeah, it was quite a journey. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on and ask you about the sheen on
Yeah,
top. If you think it's algae, and I actually
I
have a
do.
single,
I
I
do.
have a single bladder snail in there, and he's like trying to go after it. But so you're
Yeah,
suggesting,
Kelly did. Yeah.
should I drain the tank a little bit, or
To do
um,
what?
well,
No,
just
no
leave it alone?
particular need to. No, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm still going to put more plants in, so I might have to take a little bit out.
Micro sword. Yes. Thank you, Mary Paige.
Yeah.
Micro sword. What they
Yeah.
call micro sword.
Craig's wondering if the sheen's from the wood. It's possible. I don't know. I mean, this was literally dried, dead azalea wood sticks that I managed to kind of like form together in a twisted knot to get, and then I put and I attached to the wood and some. I should have taken. I think I did take pictures, but
Yeah.
it.
Certainly is possible that that it's from the wood.
I didn't
My
soak
my
it.
best
I wet
guess
it.
is that it's algae.
Yeah.
That's a fairly common.
Well, I've seen it in bowls when it's not balanced yet. So I was kind of expecting it. It's actually far less than I thought it would be, especially after leaving it for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get your thoughts on it because, the last thing I need is that to take over the tank. So, yeah.
Well, that's easy enough to get rid of. Um, yeah, and I think who was it? Craig
Mm-hmm.
somebody suggested using a cup.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the easiest way to get rid of it. It's a little delicate.
Yeah.
You don't want to fill it up with water. You want to just barely get that
Mm-hmm.
algae coat coming out into the cup.
Yeah. Because I've tried
You can, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to do.
It would be difficult to do the paper towel thing with this hardscape sticking out. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. It would. You're right.
All right. Well, back at you. And I'm going to, work and listen to the stream, what's left of it. So you guys have a good morning.
Thanks, CJ. Take care.
You too.
Bye bye. Many tanks of surface skimmers. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good reason to have a surface skimmer to be able to get rid of anything that's growing on the surface like that, including duckweed. It'll get rid of duckweed. Pygmy chain sword. Micro sword is different. Pygmy chain sword. Nano says. Pygmy chain sword. Yes, okay. Micro sword is different. Bass queen. Skim it out with a small water change. Lots of good advice in the chat. All right, we're running right up to it here. I think we're going to shut it down. I will try to do more with the pictures of my weekend retreat. That was such great fun. Let's see. Let's see if we can do a little more. What I wanted to do, oh here, I think this is it. I think maybe this is the deer. Yeah. All right. Well, that's very nice. We saw turkey. Did not see a bear. There are a bear. Saw a lot of turkey and lots of deer. So great fun. Nice to be with you all. Mary, hope you're having a good work day. EJ, thanks for stopping in. 3G, thank you for coming in. And thank you for the heads up on the T-bone video. I need to do a little research, see if I can find a T-bone a T-bone clip. I should have one somewhere. May need to go back a ways. I'll get Naresh working on that and see if he can find it. Take care. Love you all. Today is Wednesday. We're going to be back Saturday evening with EJ, and then Sunday evening with Mary. So see you this weekend. Take care. Bye for now.